and this is Altcoin Disrupt. Remember, guys, to subscribe if you enjoy these videos and to hit the bell notification icon. Today we'll be talking about GRT, the graph. Now, this is an interesting cryptocurrency. It's a very interesting cryptocurrency. We're going to get into just how interesting it is. First, let's discuss the price. The current price for the graph is £1 52 pence. The max supply, at least, is rumored to be 10 billion, and the current circulating supply is 1.2 billion. Now, considering that large circulating supply, I'm surprised to see this coin close to £2. I mean, in US dollars, it's probably $2, if not more. It's probably a little bit more, but it's an interesting coin because I've known about this coin for quite some time and I've always wanted to talk about it. So, the graph is a decentralized and open source indexing protocol for blockchain data. Developers can build and publish various API called Subgraph that performs queries over the GraphQL. We'll explain what a GraphQL is, what it's good for later. We'll go through that because apparently this article has said information. The platform can be used to search for any Ethereum data through simply queries conveniently. This addresses the common problem that many blockchain indexing platform has. Blockchain applications struggle to adhere to properties such as finality chain reorganization and query fulfillment security. The graph aims to remedy this and other problems. So that's quite interesting. Through Subgraph, the graph indexes blockchain data that users can access through the GraphQL API. According to the team, they'll fully decentralize it in the future. More nodes will be involved and made responsible for maintaining the index. So that's important. They will that's their mission currently, is to have this to be fully decentralized in the future. Now, it does say at the top that a graph is a decentralized and open source indexing protocol for blockchain data. So you can see that the idea of decentralized is at the forefront of their business model, or at least the team, the coin at least. So and the platform at least. That's where they're driven to, and that's what they're trying to achieve. Interest in the platform continues to grow, and let me confirm this, guys. Interest in the platform indeed has continued to grow, because just in the last few months alone, this coin has had some amazing achievements. From an extreme low, three months ago, December the 18th, 2020, from an extreme low of 14 pence, £0, 14 pence. This coin went up to an all-time high, or at least an all-time high in the last 3 months. It's probably been up higher than that before, but as far as I know, the highest that I've known it to go to is around this mark, £1.9, £1.9, almost £2. So that's quite impressive in a matter of a few months. So it's interesting what they're trying to achieve. It's interesting what they have achieved. So, like they were saying, the interest in the platform will continue to grow. In fact, they reached over 1 billion queries in last June 2020. That was right around the time that decentralized finance was also gaining a lot of institutional attention. It is gaining a lot of institutional attention. In case you guys haven't noticed, a lot of companies are starting to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. They're starting to put their money into Bitcoin because they're starting to realize that actually this is a viable way to triple my money, 10x my money, 20x my money, and that's a good thing for a lot of companies. A lot of companies are also interested in blockchain. A lot of companies are interested in utilizing it for their own good, and that's good for the blockchain in general, and that's good for cryptocurrencies in general. Because blockchain can be used for a lot more than just cryptocurrencies. A lot of companies are now using them for smart contracts, and that's a brilliant way to go. So co-founder and CEO of the Graph, that's Yaniv Tal, worked with his team to develop an indexing protocol to make blockchain data easier to access. Tal and his co-founders had experienced firsthand how difficult it was to create a new Ethereum blockchain application. Thanks to their experience with applications, they found out that it was actually no decentralized indexing and query software for blockchains yet. At that time, developers had to find their own methods to collect and transform data from different sources. The mission of the platform Tal and his team develop is to create applications that don't require servers and make Web3 accessibility to everyone. How does Graph work? The index Ethereum based data, the Graph uses the subgraph manifesto. This refers to the description of subgraphs that contain data about smart contracts, blockchain, events, and the process of mapping event data together before it is all sorted in the platform database. The flow of data from the transaction subgraph manifests and the database follows a certain structure. It all starts with a decentralized application that adds data to Ethereum blockchain using smart contracts. All this data contains a record of all events, transactions up to the point where they reach a finality. Then comes the graph node, which can scan the entire blockchain database, collect new data, filter out these relevance to users' query. To facilitate indexing, it identifies each piece of information that answers the query from subgraphs. So this is how it kind of works. These are dApps, and that's a decentralized application. Transaction, smart contract. These are doorways. Queries, GraphQL APIs, another doorway, and mapping, and a store. So I think this is sort of like just a graph to explain to you what the graph what the graph is trying to accomplish. Pun not intended. So it's a graph, and they're also called graph. Anyone else? Do you notice that this thing reminds me of Monument Valley? It really does remind me of Monument Valley. Anyway, so the most important thing that I take from the graph and reading about it is that they're decentralized, or at least they're trying to be decentralized. There's still a team developing this token, this coin, and they're known, they're publicly known. So my question is, will a coin like this ever 10x? So I want to grab my calculator because I want you guys to see with proof. I don't just want to do the maths in my head and then tell you guys. I want you guys to see me doing the maths and showing you proof that if this coin 10x's, this is how much it could be worth. 141 pounds if this coin 10x's. 100x. My mistake, 100x. And that's the goal. I mean, that's what this video is about. It's about whether or not this coin can 100x. And whether or not this coin has potential, whether or not it's decentralized. So a coin that has a team who's controlling it, I don't think that's decentralized. But from their perspective, it is decentralized. So it's really weird how now if Bitcoin, if there was someone who could control Bitcoin wouldn't be decentralized. The graph has a team of developers who can control the graph. And I don't see that as decentralized. However, they're trying to be decentralized. So this article does contradict a little bit. It does say the graph is a decentralized and open index protocol for blockchain data. But it also says that according to the team, they will fully decentralize it in the future. Right? And that's in regards to the through subgraphs, the graphs index blockchain data that users can access through the GraphQL API. According to the team, they will fully decentralize it in the future. More nodes will be involved and made responsible for maintaining the index. It's not a fully decentralized system as of yet, but they hope to decentralize it fully in the future. I just want to make you guys aware of that. That most of these coins are part decentralized. They're not fully decentralized. not like Bitcoin, in my opinion. And that's not a bad thing. I just want to make you guys be aware of it. And I also want to make you guys be aware of the fact that I'm not a financial advisor. I am simply someone who's making this video out of entertainment and mostly just to educate. I'm learning about this, and in return, you're learning about this. So the good thing is that we're learning together, and that's good. So if you guys want to learn more about this, I will leave a link to the article in the description, and you guys can read upon this yourselves. You guys can learn firsthand what this is all about, because this video is very brief. It's a short video that's very brief. So the key role of the platform, the overall ecosystem of the platform, is composed of following individuals: consumer, indexer, curator, delegator, fisherman, and arbitrator. Arbitrator is like a judge, and the list goes on. You guys can learn all about this, but it seems quite interesting. And there's a list of what their roles are. So, like a fisherman, they verify that the network's response to query is correct. Arbitrator, they decide whether an indexer is malicious or not. So it works like a real judge. Delegator, these are other stakers who delegate their GRT to exit indexers and earn a portion of rewards. Interesting. So it's sort of like someone who overlooks staking, or a group of people who volunteer to overlook staking. And the list goes on, guys. The list goes on. The Graph Council. The Graph plans to decentralize its management in the future. That's what I mean. They plan to decentralize their managements in the future, but it's not decentralized yet. I just want to make that clear to you guys. This will it's part decentralized, but it's not fully decentralized yet. This will most likely be similar to MakerDAO and Compound. Once the protocol is ripe for it, the team plans to create a decentralized autonomous organization to allow core stakeholders to participate in key protocol decisions. That's good. So the Graph token, and this is important, the Graph token, or GRT, is a native ERC based token that serves a medium of exchange and rewards for community participation who act as indexers, curators, and delegators. And you've got an overview of the portion of what the token is all about. And they've also got staking. So a lot of coins have got staking these days, and this is good. And their staking is mostly so for users to acquire shares in nodes that run the entire platform and sell their service on a query market, they must stake their GRT. So that's important. It's important that you guys understood that part. In return, they receive financial rewards. If the indexers are malicious and, for example, intentionally alter data, they'll be punished deadly. Sorry guys, I meant dearly. Punished dearly in the form of having their staked GRT tokens taken away. I thought that said deadly. My mistake. Wouldn't that be something else? I'd like, what? What? That can't be right. That's going a bit too far. So that is the Graph. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something. If you guys think I missed anything, please let me know so we can talk about it in the comments. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.